Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Success Life Live. My name is Reid. I am your coach, and this is the place where you get this thing started in the right direction each and every morning at 8 a.m. Eastern. My goal through Success Life Live is to give you the tools you need to get started in building the life that you desire. And so as a coach, I love doing that one-on-one, and through this Success Life Live, I love doing it sort of in a group coaching format, mindset, community way. So I appreciate you taking time out of your morning and jumping in and joining us. Good morning. I think I saw Cindy. I see Julie. I see Ale. Yeah, I feel like the romper room lady whenever I see that. I see Magic Mirror. Who is with us here today? And she used to go through the list. You remember that? If you're old like me, you do. If you're old like me, you remember it being in black and white and one of the 4 channels you and your family had, unless you got the double PBS. Some places we lived, we had like 2 PBSs, and we thought we were living high. So welcome to Success Life Live. And again, my name is Reid. I am your coach, and I'm glad you took time to jump in and join me this morning. Do me a favor, as you walk into the room, say hello. Say good morning, say what's up or what the weather report is where you're at so that I can see you. Because the thing is with this Facebook thing, it's kind of like hard to see the number of people and the little icons. And when you make a comment, even if it's in the replay with hashtag replay, I get to know you're there. She never called your name. Al, you know, I got to be with you on that one. I grew up in the Ohio's. And the Ohio's, like there's multiples of them, but I think we say the Ohio Valleys. And Eric was not, that was like that Scandinavian Norwegian name. It was not popular. Like she'll call my sister's names 4 times and then me like once. And so I really began to think I wasn't sitting in the right position. And if you were with me, like me, you would sort of scoot around in front of the TV thinking that she just couldn't see you. Oh, how naive we were. Or maybe we knew that things like Facebook Live were coming in a matter of time. This would replace our TV sets. So, thank you guys. So this week we've been talking about gratitude and getting into gratitude and understanding gratitude. And it kind of spun off that idea of I keep seeing these 23 days of gratitude or November gratitude challenge or Thanksgiving Day gratitude challenge. And everybody's been posting these grateful and gratitudes and gratefuls. And not that I don't want to live in that spirit, but on Monday we talked about, is there a difference between being thankful and being grateful? And we kind of explored that idea that thankful is that response, that tennis racket kind of thing where somebody opens the door, you're thankful. Somebody does something for you, you're thankful. You send out the thank you card, the thank you flowers, you send, gratitudes, and then it kind of over and done with. It sort of took the pressure off for the moment, for the hour, maybe even for the day, but it didn't really impact you in a way of making change happen in your life. And that gratitude was that thing that happened on the inside, regardless if you knew who the sender was, that started to impact you, that started to change you, that changed your perspective, changed your course, changed the way you were living. And you were like, man, I am so living in gratitude right now for the things that are happening and the things that I'm experiencing and the things that I'm knowing. And I don't fully understand it, but I fully feel it. And then we express it. And so that was sort of Monday, talking about the difference between thankful and gratitude. And then we talked yesterday about the benefits of gratitude, both the psychological and the social and the physical. And that it was probably the cheapest drug we could buy was to start to live into gratitude and be grateful and understand gratitude helps us both physically and emotionally and psychologically and socially, and the impact that it can have when we step into gratitude. And so today on Success Life Live, we're going to talk about how do you develop a habit or a practice of gratitude. So take a minute, get your notebooks out, get your thinking caps on, and settle in, because we're going to teach, learn, grow, and become better. So when I speak of developing a practice, it's that thing that we do consistently, day in and day out. It's not the habit, but it becomes so ingrained in who we are that when we don't do it, we feel like, ooh, something's not right. It's like when you leave the house and you realize you forget to brush your teeth and all day long you're doing that, I'm out of sorts. And you get so preoccupied and so distracted by that one thing that until you fix it, nothing else seems to get back on track. When you develop a practice, and it's often used around, religious or even in yoga or spiritual development, that when you develop that practice, it becomes such a part of who you are that it creates and centers you. And if you do it on a daily basis, it creates and centers you on a daily basis. And so I want to talk about developing that habit or that practice around gratitude, because we already know we need to do it. We talked about that yesterday. We've already committed to wanting to do it because that's why we're here today. So the first one is gratitude notebooks. So I often hear this and I kind of get both the yay and the ugh at the same time. It's kind of like, yay, we're going out for dinner. Ugh, it's Mother's Day. It's going to be long lines. When I hear people say, oh, I have a gratitude journal, or, oh yeah, I write my gratitudes every day, or, yeah, I practice gratitude journaling, I'm kind of like, yeah, but it's one thing to lay in bed 10 minutes before you go to sleep and do, I'm grateful for the dog, the cat, the house, the pig, the dot, and just list it out. Yeah, okay, fine. You took a moment and you sat in gratitude, but did you really go through the feeling? Did you close your eyes for a minute and be like, okay, I'm going to write something in this book that will become my legacy. I am going to dive into this moment of gratitude and write and reflect on it. So before I start to pick up the pen, open the book, or figure out what the 5 that I got to do is, because my coach told me I had to do 5 gratitudes every day, so I better find 5, and the first 2 I can work off, and the last one's always going to be the same. My health. No, go in and start to pull up that feeling, pull into that emotion, pull into that thing like, man, what transformed me today, this week, this year, this month in my life? What is going on that I feel being like I'm being grown and changed and altered? And how am I seeing it? And where is it coming from? And what is the source, or what is the out? Then you begin to write down, I am grateful for. And whenever I write a gratitude or an I'm grateful for, you don't get away with just saying, I'm grateful for blank. The dog, the cat, the house, the pig, the job, the opportunity. You have to add in, and in my world, you have to add in, so if you're a coaching client, you know this, you have to add in the I am grateful for blank because it brought me, did this, transformed me, created, changed me. All right, so the difference is I'm grateful for my spouse. Okay, nice, easy, top level. Don't even feel the emotion. Don't even feel the reflection. Don't even feel as if you thought about it. But if I hear in your gratitude journal, I am grateful for my spouse because they encourage me when I feel weak. Now I'm going to be like, okay, now you're getting it. Now you're feeling it. Now you're knowing it. Now you're experiencing it. And the thing is, you've just told the universe the value of your spouse and the value of their presence in your life and the gifts that you want them to continue to bring you. You've just sent that universe, I am grateful for my spouse because they are an encourager when I feel weak. Universe is saying, God is saying, divine is saying, okay, I need to strengthen that spouse as an encourager because Eric needs that. And Eric recognizes it, and Eric's grateful for it, and Eric lives in gratitude for it. So I'm going to keep this connection big and fat and strong and thick and powered. How much different is that than I'm grateful for my spouse? Why? Because their feet are warm in bed? I don't know. It's like universe is saying, divine is saying, like, I get the gratitude, I appreciate it, but could you tell me why? Because just like everything else, it's almost Christmas time, and when we get those Christmas presents and we unpack it, it's like, oh, I'm so grateful for this. I've been wanting it forever. It's going to relieve my life. Universe works the same way. Divine works the same way. God works the same way. When he knows what we're grateful for, he can step in and magnify it and amplify it and energize it and multiply it. But when we pull out our little gratitude journals with its pretty covers and its fancy pictures and its little spot in the bottom where it says 5 gratitudes for today, and we just write, I am grateful for my job, then guess what? You're going to be a worker. You're going to work every day. You're going to have a job every day. You're going to get a paycheck every week. But if we write down in our gratitude journals, I am grateful for my job because it provides me the opportunity to grow and learn and impact others. Then universe says, hey, God says, you know what? It's not the job they're grateful for. They're grateful for the opportunity to learn and grow and impact others. How can I find a way to learn and grow and impact others in Eric's world? Da-da. All right? So we got gratitude journals. I got that? Y'all got that one? You got that? You're going to change the way you work in your gratitude journals? You're going to stop saying, I'm grateful for, and you're going to say, I am grateful for because it gives me, it fuels me, it feeds me, it delivers me, whatever. I always see it in my mind sort of as like gratitude is that woman that comes to your front door when you move into a new neighborhood, and she's got her little hot dish in hand, and it's like, hi, I'm Alec. I'm gratitude, and I brought you this. And I'm like, oh, thank you. I'm so grateful for the tuna casserole because we have not had a chance to unpack the dishes and the stove isn't hooked up and we don't know when we're going to eat next. Make sure you recognize what you're grateful for and what it's bringing into your life and how it's impacting you and transforming you and what you feel about it. All right? Number 2, I have for one of the habits or practices is find a touchstone, find a token, find an object that will call you back into gratitude, that will call you back into a moment where you can reflect. Now, like for me right now, you'll see this 3 light. My son made this for me. He actually made one for everybody in the family on the last night that we were in Uruguay. And it was sort of a family thing. And when I look at it, when I touch it, when I hold it in my hand, when I take a moment and think about it, I think about all the experiences that I've had with my family. I think about going back to Uruguay. I think about my son. I think about his caring and compassion life. I think about the joy and happiness he had in making it. And it gives me a moment, a place that I can just cling to for a moment and be like, oh, yeah, I'm grateful for all that. And I can reflect on it. And I can touch into it. I'll often go on trips or places and I'll pick up a random stone or one will call out to me and I'll pop it in my pocket and people are like, what you doing with that stone? And if you would come into my office, you would see this pile of sort of rocks and pebbles on my desk. For me, when I touch into those stones, I can touch back to the moment, to the place, to the thing that was happening. And then I can be like, man, I remember that feeling. I remember that place. I remember that event. I remember those people. They transformed, they lifted, they changed, they created a new me. And I am so grateful for it. And I'm so grateful for this rock, this stone, this stick, this whatever it is that calls me back into that place, calls me back into that moment, calls me back into reflecting on it. So create a touchstone, find a touchstone, be conscious of touchstones, look for touchstones. Like I said, if you came into my office, you would be, and it's funny because when the kids in the neighborhood come, they're always fiddling with all my little touchstones. My sea glass or my shells or my whale bones or my rocks or whatever it is. And it's kind of a little bit like being in Grandma's china cabinet. I get a little nervous because I'm like, oh, like those things are sacred and special to me. But at the same time, they're just rocks and stones and sea glass and whale bones. And I'm looking over and I don't know, all kinds of crazy things. So find your touchstones. Find your sacred pieces. Find your icons if you want. Hold them in your pocket. Carry them in your purse. Set them on your desk. And when you see them, when you feel them, when you connect with them, close your eyes for a moment and bring yourself back into that moment and experience the transformation, experience the feeling, experience what happened during it, and call it up into you and say, oh, I'm grateful for that moment. I'm grateful for that experience. I'm grateful for those people because they brought me this, they taught me this, they showed me this, they carried me here, they did this for me. So number 2 is find your touchstones, find your objects, find your things. Other people may look at it and go, you know that's an acorn. I'll be like, no, that's my Tammy acorn. That's my friend Tammy Owen, who every time I see an acorn, I remind her about it. We used to say you're just a little acorn. Someday you're going to break free and you're going to just be an explosive mighty oak that's going to shelter and care for many and da-da-da-da-da. And we had this long talk and this lesson as we were on this long bike ride. So now when I see acorns, I think of Tammy and I think of the transformation that she created in my life and the gifts that she's given me and the laughter we shared. And I get drawn back into that and I'm so grateful for her as a friend. And it's just an acorn? Oh. If you only knew how big that acorn was. And then the number third thing, are we allowed to call it a number third thing? Is meditation. So meditation, so many people get nervous around the word meditation. I mean, how many of you guys do meditation? So for me, meditation simply means focused attention. That's it. Focused attention on a thought, on a feeling, on a word, on a sound, on a prayer, on a mantra. And so when I do meditation and gratitude meditation, sometimes it's complete silence. Sometimes I will sit and I will say gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. Now, as if I'm calling its name, and then all of a sudden I'll start to feel it like over here going, I'm over here, or I'm back here. And I'm like, okay, show me gratitude, teach me gratitude, talk to me about gratitude. And I'll be overwhelmed with thoughts of gratitude and people of gratitude and experiences of gratitude. And I'll be like, yeah, thank you for that. Sometimes I'll do a guided meditation. And for anybody that doesn't have a guided meditation on gratitude, I put a couple links for guided meditations, one by Deepak, one by another person, up on my YouTube channel. And the link is also in the blog. I need to check the link actually. But the link should be in the blog. If not, just go to the YouTube channel, look under playlists, look under meditations I use. But a guided meditation is simply somebody that talks you through the experience of becoming conscious and becoming aware. So I use guided meditation. There's one meditation that I taught somebody once, and it's this one. So like a cup of hot water. Now, I'm not saying coffee. I'm not saying tea. I'm saying warm water. And you take it and you pour it into a glass, and I like a glass like this because the ceramic, you can feel it. You can feel the heat through it. And so you'll just hold the cup in your hand, and you close your eyes, and you'll feel the warmth from the cup start to fill into your hand, and it's like, I receive gratitude today. I experience gratitude today. And the warmth of the cup and the warmth of the water and now the warmth of my hand represent gratitude. And I'll just sit with that, holding it in my hand for a minute. And then I'll drink the water and I'll hold it in my mouth and I'll be like, I'm going to speak gratitude because the warmth is now in my hand, in my mouth. And then as it moves down through, as I swallow it and it moves down into my heart area, I can feel the warmth around my heart and I'll be like, I'll know gratitude today. And I'll let the warmth, and I'll concentrate and I'll focus on the warmth in that part. And then as it moves down into, my stomach, my solar plexus, I'll be like, I'll know. And that's like my gut instinct. I'll know gratitude today. And then funny enough, if you hold it long enough, you can feel it in your sinuses and it will be like, I will breathe in the spirit of gratitude today. And so it's a 3-minute, 2-minute meditation. It's a cup of hot water. It's good to have a cup of hot water for your digestive system. Not coffee, not tea, first thing in the morning. So like I said, I'll just hold it. And as the hot water moves down through me, I receive and experience and know gratitude. And then I'm done. That's a meditation, or a guided meditation with music, or a mantra meditation, or a music meditation. You can pick your own form of meditation, but what it's really saying is I'm going to be consciously aware. I'm going to close out everything. I'm going to shut down the TV, the iPhone, the kids, the chaos, and I'm going to focus on... Stay away from mindfulness. I'm good with meditation, mindfulness. And I'm going to focus on just one word, one thought, one experience, one moment for the next 3 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever you need. All right, so the practice of gratitude. Ready for a recap? We need Joe in the house. Joe's a good summary maker person. Is one, gratitude journals, notebooks, flashcards, tin can moments. Y'all have to hashtag tin can moments so when Sonia gets in here, she knows we were talking about her in tin can moments. But have a gratitude journal, have gratitude notebooks, have gratitude note cards. Do whatever you need to do to record gratitudes. And you can do 1, you can do 5, you can do 50 a day. It's what you're feeling. But remember the rule, I'm grateful for because, and then understand why you're feeling gratitude. What you appreciate, what you experienced, what you learned, what you transformed. Because gratitude changes us. And that's why we're grateful. Number 2 is have those touchstones, have those objects, have those callback moments that you can go back to and hold on to and experience and know and feel and be transformed by. I don't know, maybe you're going to collect rocks, maybe you're going to collect sand, maybe you're going to collect coins, maybe you're going to collect, I don't know, hotel keys, whatever it is. Doesn't have to be big, doesn't have to be fancy, doesn't have to be permanent. It may come and go as quickly as you find it, or it may stay with you for a long time. But when you have those touchstones, when you have those objects, when you have those keys, you can go back to it and be like, and hold on to it. And then number 3 is really develop a habit or a meditation or a practice around gratitude. Meditation, like I said, the guided meditations are out there. Use the hot water one. I mean, it's no big deal. It doesn't cost you anything. It takes 3 minutes. The other thing I'll do with the same hot water one is sometimes I'll change the word from gratitude to love. Like I will know love. I will speak love. I will feel love. I will speak love. I will experience love. I will know love. When I go down here, it's like that knowing, the gut, the solar plex. I will happiness, joy, whatever your power word is for the day, you infuse it and then fill it and then transform it. And if you get really like conscious of it, it's funny because you can feel the warmth in your sinuses, and then you'll feel the warmth in your mouth, and then you'll feel the warmth in your throat, and you can watch the warmth, trace the warmth, feel the warmth going all the way through you. And if you really get mindful and really quiet and really still, you can feel it for a long time. I mean, like, it's not like done and gone. Like, you can sit there and be like, and then throughout the day, what I'll sometimes do is like touch a spot and like I'm calling back that warmth. I'm calling back that awareness. All right. So yeah, we need to connect. We need to develop these habits and practice of mindfulness and gratitude because it makes us better people. And that's what we want to become. That's why we're on this journey of success. That's why we connect to Success Life Live and coaches and other people, is because we ultimately want to become our better selves. We know there is more for us on the other side of now to where we're going. We are on a journey of growth and success and empowerment. And that's what I'm here to do each and every day at 8 a.m. Eastern as part of your Success Life series and as your coach. And so I appreciate you guys joining me. Tomorrow, we're going to do a little gratitude in kids. Like, how do I get my kids grateful? What do I need to do to help raise my children's level of gratitude? How do I start teaching this thing about gratitude to the little people that run around in my world? All right, and then Fun Friend Friday with Scott. That's going to be amazing. And I'm going to tell you, woo, I'm not sure I am up for the day with Scott. Scott challenges me. He is a big man and a big thinker and a powerful person. And we started a conversation a couple of weeks ago about how do you do this dad thing, spouse thing, leader thing, right? Like, the struggle is real. And the thing is, as men, we often don't talk about it. And he and I talked about it. And it was kind of like, I was ducking and bobbing away from it. So you don't have to be a man to be in the room. You might know a man. There might be one wandering around some place on your planet. You might want to share it with them, encourage them to be in the room. Or you might want to listen in so you can understand the thing that's going on in the man mind, in the man heart, in the man journey. Because we are different beings. We are not the same as you women folk. And so the more you know, the more you can grow. So just encouraging Fun Friend Friday for everybody to be in the house. I'm not sure I'm going to do Fiesta frocks. It's going to be tough. And yes, Melanie just jumped in. Melanie is our parent teacher expert. You guys have got to be following hers. Melanie, do me a favor and drop your your group link. She's a teacher and a coach and a mother. And so I always turn to her for those last minute, how do I homeschool and get my kid to learn the spelling words without cursing me out kind of thing. She's brilliant. And so tomorrow, Melanie, I'm trying the kid thing. Got to try to venture into your lane. I hope I do well. Well, I appreciate everybody for jumping in and joining me this morning on Success Life Live. Again, my name is Eric Reid. I am your coach. If you're considering shifting your life, growing your life, transforming your life to the next level, you need a coach to make it happen. That's all I'm going to tell you. This isn't a sales plug. This is a reality. You can't make this thing happen on your own, because if you could, you wouldn't be where you're at, looking to where you want to go. So maybe it's time you and I connect. All right? So give me a call, reach out, private message me, do what you need to do for us to connect. And I will join you back here. Good morning, Melanie Massey. Woman, artistic, Lord, that woman. Don't watch her Pinterest and her Instagram. That's all I'm saying, because it will make you feel inadequate. I don't know, she's put up 9 Christmas trees in 24 hours. And I went the other day to buy a Christmas tree. I was like, do we really have to do this? This just, I'm not into it. Can't we just turn on the TV to a Christmas tree channel and just look at that? But anyhow, you are phenomenal, Melanie Massey. Your artistic talent and your girls, whew, I might just hire you next year to come up and do it. Anyhow, you guys all go out and have a fantastic day. You are awesome. You are worthy. Go out, seek your success. It is yours to be had. I will see you tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Eastern. Till then, be well. Bye-bye.